to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Crowded out here.
So let's go. Athena gets the heavy spawn. It's not picking up it immediately, but here's the opponent picking up the Mega. And now RMV is shopping for an angle, but he can't really connect. And Leroy is spamming away with the HMG. Finally, a rail is being hit. And we are on equal stacks, but somewhat inverted. And yeah, now RMV is guarding the upper light, I think. And it looks like he... Oh, he just ate a rail. Now he needs to be careful. Oh, wow. The shotgun! And even with the injection, the vaccinator can't get out of alive there. Gets completely blasted. RMV with a cheesy play. Well, but maybe he likes some cheddar himself, aside of the quick. With some wine and stuff. Who knows?
Well, the rails are paying dividends for RMV. Look at that.
Still make a shot.
Leroy only got some smash damage out.
Stopwatch.
A strong start from RMV, and he is rocking full control. And is really great at evading any incoming damage.
Both players just throw the rails across the map, left and right, but not at their opponent at this point. So, naturally, RMV stack is not gonna dwindle anything. Or anything. But now we see some lightning gun fight over the Mega Health, and Leroy does not seem to have any ammunition as he opts to switch to the railgun, and he can't connect the shots there, and yeah, it's a third frag for RMV Athena here.
Yeah, but now Leroy there with the lightning gun.
There.
Yeah. Wow, but RMV is quick to escape. Just a small peek, and now he's dishing the damage out again. Well, he did get some tickling of the LG of Leroy. Oh, he's bringing a rocket launcher onto a lightning gun fight. But no, it's actually a great weapon. Both players really low, not hitting their will. The Mega Elf is there up for grabs for Leroy though. And yeah, well, there is some time to move to the heavy. RMV really careful. He really wanted to be sure that Leroy wasn't around to do any punishment on that heavy pickup. Oh no! He does get the damage out onto Athena. And he's on the board. Oh, RV gets the Mega Health. Right after he was greeted by two rocket blasts from Leroy. So he defended the Mega Health position pretty good. But also loses out on the heavy, and there is still no armor on his chest. Oh, he gets the light, but also a rail in his body. So he can't fight for the heavy.
Yeah, I mean, Leroy had the items in sync at some point. Both were up for grabs, but RMV was so weak that showing up at the heavy would have been a death sentence nonetheless. And just denying an item to then have the game tied is not really helpful at all. And now Athena is worse for wear, dealing great amount of damage. Mega is there to pick up, as well as the inject is ready. And RMV doesn't have really a weapon, but this would have been so important if he is that. He can grapple in for the heavy steel, but no, he can't now. And now he has just rail, and now he needs to build the distance and keep the distance as well. Whereas Leroy with a full arsenal, he can make it the fight personal, up close and dirty, and whatever you want to describe a close quarter fight, but he definitely has the better arsenal, and RMV is still lacking so many vital weapons that it's just business as usual for Leroy at this part, cycling the items and playing Pac-Man.
Yeah, and RMV, well, just as Leroy, they are playing a light, so yeah, he has to hit one or two rails onto Leroy to to delay him enough for the next major item. But it needs to be unreturned, and now it's returned. So Leroy gets the mega health and has enough stack to defend this heavy. But RMV gets closer and closer to a major item.
Yeah, I mean, that lightning gun trap he sprung at the teleport, I'm saying, bounce pad from the heavy. That was a good start, and now he has good position. If the Anarchy decides to push in, he will definitely need to dodge the rockets, but no, he is the one who's dishing out the damage, and he bullies RMV completely out of the proximity. He knows where the Athena is, but he takes the damage himself now as he tried to force the frag. Right decision to go to the heavy. He sees the inject, and now there is a fight. Rail miss from RMV, and it's lightning gun against lightning gun, and Leroy is gonna win this 10 times out of 10 times because he has just 3 times the stack. Mega is the reward, and the delay between the items is not gonna help RMV at all.
Yeah, also the route that Leroy took. Yeah, he defended the pathway to the mega health right after he got the heavy. So after that fight, he could stack back up on the mega health. And yeah, and look at this. He did not give any control back. So, ooh, but the rockets this time. Oh no!
Oh, and the Hondo.
Even RMV enjoyed that one.
Yeah, he's giving us the Pika smiley. Oh, and this time it's a trap. No sound assault from RMV, but RMV still pays with his life as he couldn't deal nowhere near enough damage. Inject came to help as well in this case.
Was this a
Leroy is
300 IQ
not.
play from Leroy? Just wait there for our opponent to drop down. Now it's spiraling out of control. I think that rocket to the face broke RMV's trust in his capabilities.
I mean, rockets to faces break a lot of things, not only the faces. In this case, it's the game plan for RMV that lies on the floor in shambles, and yeah, he bullies his way, or rather sneaks his way into the item, but the sneak was not really successful as he ate a few rockets and a rail for it. And now it's a 4 frag lead. The stacks are still not so similar because, yeah, the inject as well, good sprung trap from RMV. But that's nowhere near enough, and he can't really afford to go down to the heavy because of the lack of weaponry. He will be outranged by the railgun and the lightning gun down there.
Stopwatch.
And it's another, yeah, pickup for Leroy, and RMV is just standing there, wondering what to do now.
Can't catch me now.
Ooh, nice hook though.
Well, he isn't getting damage. Or he isn't getting hurt, but he's also not dealing damage in return. So, yeah, about 90 seconds left for Leroy to play the plus back game. Well, he does leave the heavy onto RMV, and it gets him a frag. But wow, he's so weak.
Oh, but yeah, not being at the basement there actually helped because he avoided Leroy's respawn, and now he's stacked wise pretty in a good spot, same as Leroy, but he's still 3 frags down. So he needs to get that heavy cleanly and then force a fight and force another frag off the spawn, because otherwise I'm not seeing much light for the Athena player. All 3 hooks are ready, and this is as good as it gets for him, but Leroy has other plans, landing the first rail. Yeah, and now he's hard to get. RMV can't seem to find an angle as Leroy is just playing like he did before, not moving. And there we go. Frag forced, and it's not relatively clean, unfortunate, but he spawns nowhere near to the heavy, so Leroy can't contest it without any weapons. And there's still a lifeline. Oh, he saw him. No, I mean, he can go back up.
Oh, he hits the rocket. But yeah, or Leroy can... No, he doesn't play the portal game. He just waits here to be fragged. And the next spawn is predictable, right? Oh, he moves to the LG. Why not the portal? Oh, he goes through the portal.
He has no hooks anymore.
Stopwatch.
Oh, he go... No, they trade items with 5 seconds left. RMV is gonna lose out on this one.
You lose.
Oh, that hurts.
Wow, it was close in the end. Like, maybe if RMV didn't rush in those 2 or 3 easy frags from Leroy in the mid game, like he gave up at some point in the middle part of the game. But if he didn't do that, then the last part of the map would be much closer than it was now. Or no,
Yeah.
not that close than it was now.
It feels like RMV gave away the driver's seat a little bit too early by forcing fights when he really had no business to do so. But now, yes, now it's another map. A new map, RMV's pick. And he is on the Nyx. Death Knight is the pick for Leroy. And if there is a map that RMV is gonna pull it back, I'm sure it is this one.
Interesting chat in the global. Someone is saying, "Hi, I'm from England, America, and my president is Michael Jordan." Okay.
Hey, let's do this. So what's your prediction? Invisibility against fire. Who's gonna prevail?
Yeah, I think Leroy. But it would be awesome if RMV takes it.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Okay, so RMV, heavy spawn, shotgun, rocket launcher, no railgun because he opts to go for the lightning gun first, and I think that's the right decision. Even though Leroy might not have a rocket launcher, the knockback of the flame strike is well more than enough to bounce you off one of those pillars if you grab a railgun. Even with the double jump, it's hard to save you out of those situations. And RMV opens up the damaging, beautiful rocket. Just gets answered by an equally great rocket, or almost equally great, from Leroy. Now, the railgun is picked up by both players, missed by both players. Flame strike came out, and I'm curious to see if RMV is aware, but RMV suicides. He had the Ghost Walk even to work with, and yeah, now he has no weapons, and the, oh. -1. Drop, -1.
Yeah, Leroy also gets on the board with a +1. And heavy for grabs. Oh, there's some nice rockets from RMV. And is he taking a stance on the mega health position? Yeah, it looks like he's doing so. And wow! He's even hitting some splash damage out of nowhere. Both players have the ability up. So 90 seconds played. Oh, the invis?
Oh, and almost perfectly timed. Fortunately, he did not take too much damage, and there was the health bubble still to pick up. And yeah, pick up and then extinguish the fire. But now he needs to be careful. He does not have the weaponry, but Leroy vacates the area. I think he could have shopped for a rail angle here. Who knows?
Yeah, but the RMV isn't really banking on the situation he created for himself. It seems like 3 times he got Leroy really weak, but isn't able to follow or chase the frag up.
Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, RMV is struggling to put the ball into the goal, or however you want to paraphrase it in any way. This shot definitely found its mark, and a beautiful drive by rail. And the Brit player goes back to 0, and now he goes up 1, picks up the heavy soon. Clean pickup as well as will be, because he just killed the opponent, so that means he won't really spawn in the proximity. And there we go, another rail to boot, followed up by an impressive second rail. Now he's forcing the spawn. Picks up the mega, and I think we will see another aggressive push now by RMV, because he has the advantage. The flame strike is still not up. He can really utilize this to build up a more, bigger lead for him. But actually, he's not content with throwing away any unnecessary damage. So, no aggressive push. But now we see them meet up, and Leroy just not steps on the bounce pad. Barely, 1/2 a second or whatever, a fraction of time later, and he would have been, oh no, how can you suicide that?
What? Oh, he suicided. Oh, I really thought, RMV was turning his back onto Leroy and got hit by a rail, but after that something happened. Sinker got his frag, it seems.
Yeah.
And again!
What's he doing?
I don't know.
It is what it is after all, and RMV looks solidly in the driving seat. Showing that it's his map pick and he brought the ice skates, while Leroy is trying to maneuver around on normal shoes and slips time and time again.
Yeah, but Leroy is probably also really hot, right? So everywhere he goes, the ice melts and it gets extra slippery.
Oh, that rocket would have been perfectly timed, but he shoots it into the wall, so Leroy, gets an item, which he should not have gotten. A beautiful rail from Leroy, but RMV nets himself another frag, refreshes the rail ammo. Oh, and that angle would have been too great to hit, to be honest. And the beep-bopping of the lightning gun is homing, and there we go. Right weapon choice as well. Great play from RMV.
Yeah, he's still a little bit scared for going to the mega health. Yeah, he sees it is up, but he might lose out on the heavy. No, he hears the jump pad or the portal. Still leaves it up for Leroy to collect. So RMV, doesn't have his invis ready. And is dealing with a pretty stacked opponent right now. Oh, but he's still hitting the rails, but it's
weak. The question is, who's gonna go for the mega? It's up there for grabs. It's Beatty. Leroy gets it before the rocket hits. Oh, what?
Oh, he picked up the heavy right after the spawn, I think. What a lifeline. Yeah. He survived that rocket, and the invis, great tool. So even if even if Leroy got in this or on the board, well, back to 0 actually, RMV still walks away with a refrag. Both items are up at the same time though. Leroy collects the heavy clean, but RMV is shopping for an angle, which he gets. On aggressive play.
Both are so weak, but Leroy has the item. And RMV27, less than 27 HP, less than 27 armor as he's dead now. And Leroy is back in the scores. 6 more to go. Oh no, the rocket. Oh, and he sees the rail. He should be able to pick it up very soon. But no, he decides to not go there and rather pick up the rail from the pillars. Leroy is to follow, and Leroy is to follow a bit longer because he still needs those frags. Playing more and more aggressive, RMV's reading that and landing it direct off the teleporter, and another one of the teleporter.
He's playing Exile to perfection as a Nyx, right? He isn't that aggressive like Flyover was, but it just shows that it's a force to reckon with. I hope we'll get some QPL players that go in this favorable matchup.
Yeah, it's the second time we see a Nyx perform very well on this map. Indeed.
Indeed,
And
we
at this
do.
point, I think this means we are going to see a third map because Leroy needs to pull out more than a miracle if he wants to come back. As RMV is just cycling to the control and also getting more and more frags. That's not how you catch up a deficit.
Oh, he does so much damage. Oh, Leroy does something in the end, but the Mega Health is there. No! Almost. You see, collision is fixed. Nice. Tribal play. He has to give the Mega Health to Leroy, but he predicts the movement. Doesn't hit his first shot, but the second one does connect.
He's now using the geometry and the teleport very well to delay the frag, just to piss off his opponent a little bit more. And get the mind game going, because this is done and dusted. It's just about who's getting the last frags, and yeah, we're just like fiddling with the numbers. We are not fiddling with the result anymore.
Yeah, do you have some interesting statistics from the detailed board?
Legend has it that RMV does a lot more damage, roughly over 1,000 more than Leroy does. And the biggest difference maker are indeed Rocket's rail, and as well as the lightning gun. But the biggest difference I'd say is on the rocket launcher. And
You win.
that's it. Concluded. Done. 1 for 1.
The bow tie Nyx. Or
And
no, it's
now
not a
we are really
bow
going
tie. How do you call it in English? I said bow tie, but it's on her head. Then it's called something else, or
I don't know. Gift wrap, maybe.
yeah, gift wrap Nyx. Yeah, the Dutch word is strikje.
Germany we say Schleifchen.
Ooh.
Flyover, the winner will play against Baxter, and the loser of the final will play against Stone. Oh wait, I'm gonna write it so you don't have to wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly fill my cup with quake water.
Wake water. What is the difference to normal water, Rob? Okay, the deciding map will be played on East 1. RMV27 asks if Leroy is ready. Leroy is ready. We are ready. Cook is joining the lobby, and I think we're about to start soon. Maybe 1 or 2 more casters are going to. Yeah, it gets rumbled.
Oh, it's actually a joke from a live performance from Tenacious D. Like Jack Black is asking for some water, and someone throws a bottle of water on him, and then he catches it right in the air, and say, "When you catch it like this, it's fucking rock water." So that's why I call my water Quake water.
Because you throw it at your computer while you play Quake.
So it's just fun to call something as simple as water with some adjectives like that. It might be aim water if I hit my shots next time. Oh, indeed, it's a bow. Not a bow tie. True. Or is it a...
But the map is tied.
Is it a hat,
like the
hat
series
tie?
is literally tied.
Oh, Ben Amaral for using an URL in chat.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3,
The butt slider.
1.
Butt slider, okay. The butt slider wishes his opponent best of luck as the greetings before the match go off, and the butt slider slides his way onto the mega health, butt sliding his way back to the high ground, where he now wants to see and gets information above the heavy as well what he can do, and he decides to pull out his Piger while he hides behind a bush. Very naughty boy. And Leroy, only with the railgun, fights in a somewhat not good fight for him, but hitting all the rails is always nice, and then hiding behind corners so RMV couldn't return fire at all. Leroy gets the first frag.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it stabilized a bit.
Yeah.
But it was indeed a bit high on this side.
Well, yeah, now they all look solid. Anyway, back to the game. Leroy nets himself the first frag, using his weapon to great effect, and yeah, ignoring the fact that he basically was out weaponed in this case. Oh, now he rides the shaft down, but RMV rides the rocket, and the rocket deal more damage in this case because he hit more as well, and 2 frags, but now he needs to watch out. He's railable. Oh, and the starting shotgun will deal significant amounts of damage as well here. This time it's the Pika, but Leroy still finds an angle onto RMV himself. Not getting distracted by the Pika. That was an insanely great shot.
Yeah, but RMV had a kill shot angle, doesn't hit his mark, and Leroy gets the heavy. Still is a little bit worse for wear, because he will lose out on the mega health. RMV has to get the frag now. He needs to chase this one up. But he's waiting on the heavy, and this is a lifeline. Oh no! He gets greeted by a rocket around the corner. Oh, if he's gonna watch this back, he will scratch his head.
Yeah, and now the body count is piling up, and the kills in champion is actually insanely good for Leroy right here. Yeah, RMV, he had such a good and convincing play on Exile, but after all, maybe it was because Leroy does not really like the map. I'm not sure, or he just don't know how to play against Nux on a map like this. Anyway, RMV gets a shitload of damage again, and... well... there it is, 5th frag. And despite hitting 50% lightning gun, RMV can't get a footing in this.
Yeah, well, he does damage, but is even able to follow it up. Oh, now the super shotty is just... no, it's not the super shotty. It's the weak shotty. But it was effective enough to get him on the board. Oh, he walks into a lot of damage, uses the peeker through the murder hole.
Oh, 1 HP. Whoa, there you go, what a flick rail.
That's overkill, but...
it's still cool.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And he didn't look at the explosion, so that's even cooler. Oh, and he gets sent everywhere.
I think that's the 3rd time now that Leroy falls to Sync Arrow in the duel against RMV. If I've counted correctly. Good movement by RMV. Dancing between the pineapples, but Leroy, a drive-by railgun. No chance for RMV to react there.
Yeah, no, no rocket did anything. Not
rocket, and this is a good Pika play now. He didn't really connect it, but I still liked it. No. And now it's RMV, and Sync is definitely getting his frags, or his work paid in frags, if you so will. While Leroy is not managing to jump up that.
Wow, he trades it out. What the F?
But now it's spectator bug for me again.
Yeah. But we know how to
And there we
fix
go.
it.
Oh, RMV had the perfect spawn. Yeah, this is basically what you want if both players die. You trade spawn at the item that's up, where all the weapons are from previous fight. And this is it. Huge damage done, and the rocket placed perfectly so Leroy could not pick up the mega at all. And this is a lifeline. He has a good arsenal, despite getting a rocket there.
Yeah, is he going to deny the other lights? Because that's a good thing to do right now. Because RMV other light is not up. Leroy spawns with less stack.
Oh, beautiful rockets.
Wow.
And there, the other light is up now, and now he can grab it and can also shove Leroy down the abyss again, but it's not close enough this time.
Oh, no.
And this time the flick shot does not connect, so Leroy keeps his lead for now. Oh, but this shot connects.
Nice.
Beautiful stuff. And RMV is heating up again.
He has a rotation for every item. Oh no, but isn't able to seal the deal. He did some damage to himself with that rocket, which made him raidable. Oh, but the HMG, it's so strong. And Leroy isn't hitting his shots. Look at this.
Yeah, after just hitting 3 rails in a row, I think he used so much of his aim, and there we go. The Pika just completely annihilates that little stack that was left.
But yeah, fracking him on this corner of the map, he loses out on the mega health. But yeah, after hitting that shot and also denying this light and the pathway to the heavy,
again.
Yeah, if he also can get this light.
Oh, beautiful! Now don't overchase that. Yeah, just deny the item and now pick up yours. You will find that big and hefty guy. You're 10 times quicker. And there we go. Out of range for the lightning gun, but some tickling was done.
Yeah, now don't get pushed out of the map. Well, Leroy is collecting all the tools he wants. He now has the rail gun in his tool belt. Get some damage out, but RMV just uses it to deny another light. But oh, don't get the heavy. Don't give the heavy uncontested onto a heavy champion.
Seems like he just wants to spring a trap and deal some damage, but well, he dealt some damage. He got hit by a rail in return. Perfect timing for the rail to recharge if you're Leroy.
Nice.
But Leroy wiggles himself. RMV, perfect mind games there, placing the rocket on the right side, swinging to the right side as well. So Leroy would swing
Yeah,
to the
this is
left
a
and placing
guaranteed
the
frag,
second
right?
to the left.
Leroy only has the rail, so... And isn't hitting his shots.
Even a shotgun would have killed him. He had 4 HP. And now RMV again is trying to go for the cheese play, but I think you can do more damage if you just show up and hit him with the rail in the face.
Rockets. No, and he is left so weak. Oh, great damage, but I think he will lose out onto the heavy. He's also a bit stuck.
I think a big problem for him right now is that he's lacking lightning gun ammunition as well, so he doesn't really want to fight up close and personal.
But the Hondo...
Oh, great defensive rocket. So his only option is the railgun.
Yeah!
Oh, no way he clutches that out. How did he make that happen though?
Oh, but he does not
That's
have any
insane.
armor. He still needs to be... he needs to disappear. Oh, great pathway. Oh, he's so weak though. Loses out on the heavy. It's squeaky bum time. Oh, but he predicts the movement of Leroy expertly. But watches his movement. He did not slide that quick.
The button was not oiled this time, and he can't defend himself at all. Leroy ties it up with 30 seconds to go. Stack-wise, he's just above RMV, but Arsenal-wise, he's worlds above. And this is what could make the difference right here. RMV needs to collect the items and the weapons, so his movement will be more predictable. He's not having...
Oh,
Stretch what I said. He hits 2 back-to-back rails.
And he has the
despite
LG,
picking
right?
up- yeah, he has... Only thing he's lacking is rockets, maybe. No, scratch that as well. And we are going into overtime. On the 3rd map, RMV gets denied another light.
And he
And now
ducks.
it's crunch time. Holy crap.
He evaded that shot. Oh, look at RMV
Beautiful
hitting
shots.
so much. Oh, but he walks into so much
and there we
damage.
go.
You win.
He forces it in a choke point with lightning gun against rockets, but it still works. He
Yeah.
just drives by. Great aim from RMV this time.
But I think because of the rocket from Leroy pushed him in the air, the second rocket could not hit RMV and his LG.
He's
So
not missing.
yeah, really the weapon choice in that fight sealed the deal for RMV.
I think what helped RMV a lot was that he was going in with a lot of speed. So unless the rocket would stop his momentum dead, the second rocket would be so hard to hit because he would be flying off towards the bounce pad.
So, yeah, oh great showing of RMV, who's originally a 2v2 player.
Yeah, and he's gonna get his fair share of playing overtime, also known as flyover. This could